Hey. Oh wait. Well, it's Newell here again. I'm not sure what I'm going to show you this time. Oh yes I am. I'm going to show you how to make a... Toby, you going to be okay? That's Toby meowing constantly back there. Love it. I'm standing here at a greenhouse workbench. My wife and I own the greenhouse, and nobody's here today, no staff. Everybody's off in town doing their thing. So I'm going to take a moment to show you a wooden deer. At least that's the plan. So fresh willow. Maybe I'll use this piece for his back end. That can be his tail. Okay. This leg's way too long, so we're going to trim it back just visually probably. Well, wouldn't you know, don't know where that is, so we're going to do that after. We'll use it to stick it into the ground for now. So front leg, I'm thinking about there for back leg, so front leg, see where it bends. Nice. Oh, come on back here. So I'm holding them all together. So there's his front leg, so there's the top of his head. If that's the top of his head, there's his nose. See that? If that's his nose, well then we can start to bend it around. So I'm going to split it down to right there. Right where it's marked there. So I can let go of all that because I can put it back together after, eh, Toby? Yep. Oh, yeah. I hear you. So we're just going to cut it right down the middle. Toby. Do you have an issue, or are you just... Yeah, okay. So what I'm doing is I cut it in the middle just a little bit, and then now I'm pulling with my hands and I'm separating the two halves right down the crack here. Should be able to see that. And I'm going to go all the way to where I marked it. Where was that? So that was a fold and a fold. There's the mark. So here we go. If it goes more one way than the other, I just pull a little bit the other way, so that it comes back towards the middle. Shouldn't take long. If it's cracking and stuff while you're doing this, then your willow's not ripe, young enough. Or it's too woody, right? This is all fresh sap in the growth. Willows are a beautiful tree, a beautiful building material, and even decorative for weaving baskets and deer. Okay, so I'm working on the neck. So I'm going to pull that right back up to where I think the head should be looking. I think I'm happy with that, so I'm bending one around. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so one is going to bind the head, the other is going to go and bind the body, the leg together and stuff. So I'll just go quickly here so you can see it. I'm keeping tension around the whole thing. And I'm going to make the jaw at the back different, thicker, because it's the deer's jaw, right? So I'm going to wrap a couple times around there. And that also keeps the split from splitting too much farther, right? Come on. So I'm keeping it snug as I'm going around. That's probably all I'm going to do for this guy, because I'm just trying to do a quick one. You can always add more after and elaborate on stuff. So I'm going to bring this back along the jawline now. Come on. If in doubt, sometimes you have to bend it a little bit to get it through places. There we go. See, this one's been around a day or two, so its bark's actually peeling off a bit there, but that's okay. It's decorative, right? So I'm going to do this now. So that's going to go around and around here. First, maybe I'll go under it to help hold all the jaw stuff I just did in place. And then I'll go around both fairly firmly to try and keep things in place, right? I'm going to tie this one up, so I'm just holding the loop open. Oh, see, it's coming apart. That's okay. We'll do one more like that. Come on. There we go. Hope you can see all this all right. We'll check it out after. I can trim this stuff after, right? So now we're going to make the body back together so we can see what we're dealing with. Mine's looking this way, so that's what I'm dealing with. So this one, that's a perfect spot for it. It's going to come around, right, and around, and around, without grabbing this one part too much. I'm going to say this is a young deer, so it's not going to have as much meat on it. It's not a pregnant deer, so this is a young buck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it here and turn around and go back up. Come on. There we go. Simple clove hitch. Alright. I'm going to run it right back up and start to run it around here. Maybe I'll take it around on the way up. Okay, so now what I can do instead of having to tie this is I can weave in another piece. So I'll just grab another piece quick. Stay. So, I don't know, let's say I'm going to take this one. So I'm going to cut down against, like as a reverse of the way it grew. I'm going to take just it. I'm going to strip these off. Whoop, well that was quick, eh? Hope you were watching. Then I'm going to split this one so I get more for its buck, and I show you how to split them for its buck. Just kidding. Alright, and then I'm going to split them. Show you again how to split stuff. See, that one didn't really start right. Kind of got bark on one side and no wood, so I'm just going to come down a little bit and see if I can bite into the wood with a knife. It can be any knife. I'll use my bushcraft knives if you want, but honestly, any knife will do the trick. So now it's starting to get too far, so we're just going to try it again. See if we can find the wood. A sharp knife would really do the trick. Alright, I think we got it. Yep. So again, we're just bending and pulling. If you can't follow this, watch this part of the video a couple of times and you'll see how I'm pinching together with the fingers, peeling with the thumbs, equalizing the pull to try and keep it in the middle. In this case, I'm going to go all the way down right off the end. Alright, so now, oh, come back here. I'll show you how to join the two. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to simply wrap the two of them around each other at least 3 or 4 turns, and then I'm going to continue to use them as if they were one. And then as they rub against each other in different places on the work, they're going to hold each other together. So now I'm back down to just one. The other one's wrapped around and held there. And I can add some bulk to this area up front. Some of this other bark is coming off already, so I'm just going to score it and pull it off of there so it's out of the way for now, so I can see what I'm doing. And again, I'm just about running out, so I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to kind of twist the two together. The simplest way ever to keep your stuff together here. Oh, he's trying to come undone, you see, so keep an eye on him. Once you get him caught there, then we can wrap around more meaningfully. We can snip the end of him later if he sticks out weird. And then the real trick is just to try and get the tails. Like I say, we can snip the tails later. Alright. So we did pretty good there, bonding those together. I'm just going to do a couple more with ties here on the other side of this part of his twig, maybe. There we go. I'm going to make a simple, well, I'll go this way. want to get that very nice and snug. That's your knot that's going to hold the final piece together. Now I'm going to come back the other way. Come on. Alright. Here we have it. So later I can trim these two pieces. I could now if I had a better trimmer. I don't have my knife on me, and I'll trim these off. I'll show you that when I come back. I'm going to cut this off somewhere here, although I could save a bit for sticking in the ground. If I'm going to just leave him laying around or stick him in the ground, I'll have to depend on how I make his leg. But in either case, I could wrap more around here to make his butt and keep things together, or I could put him somewhere where he dries nicely in the shape that I want him. So there it is. That's a quick deer out of willow. And don't forget to watch my next video. All right. Like I'm talking a sharp knife. Just being very careful so I don't cut into the other stuff. There we go. This one's probably better for a pair of trimmers, but I'll try just the knife. Once. There's the wooden part. Oh, just the bark. There we go. So, put that back before I forget. So that's the deal. And we'll let them dry, and then we'll have another look at them.